manifestation in a work. Oh my god, every single day I think of the day. I'm probably so many days off right now, but either ways it's like around 16. Today I have my kombucha here. I'm gonna be talking about, this is gonna be like a whole self-discovery session for you guys. So I'm gonna go live in case anyone wants to join and ask questions. But it's gonna literally be on how to know what to do and talk about in order to get paid to be you, in order to get paid to living in your purpose. Because the thing is that there is a lot of things that we could do in this life. There is a lot of things that we would be very good at. There is a lot of us are very educated. We're very smart. We're very wise. There is a million different things that I personally could go out there and learn, as I have in the past. Like, I've been to uni, I've studied nursing, I know all the healthcare things, right? I could go, there's a million different things that you could do with that. I could go into holistic health. I could go back to uni. I could study to be a doctor even next. There is a million different things that you could do, but it doesn't mean that you should do them. And it certainly doesn't mean, in fact, it's not your purpose. So the thing is that yes, there is a lot of things in the online space that you could genuinely just go out there and learn and make money from. But the reason why I know you guys are on this channel is because you're interested in living in your full passion, your full purpose. You're in full alignment with your truest, highest self. And it's truly not just about making a quick bit of money, although we do love money and we're always manifesting money, myself included. But there's more to life than just creating a business, because you guys know I've been there, done that. In fact, I posted a video yesterday, my story of how I created my dream life, because I created what I thought was my dream life by creating multiple businesses and earning the multiple tens of thousands every single month. Like, I've been there, done that, and that wasn't my dream life. That was just some money to help me get by. Do you know what I mean? So like, you guys realize that. So that's why I'm here to give you this full self-discovery training. This is gonna be a sneak peek inside Paid to Exist, the whole self-discovery lightwork part of Paid to Exist, on how to actually discover and try and get a little bit of a grasp. So that's what you're gonna get from this training, is a grasp of what you could get paid being you for, what to do, what to say, like what is it that you could actually just be yourself for. Because this is the thing, is when we learn another skill to get paid for, like we do when we're in a job, you're getting paid to be someone else, or you're getting paid to only be a part of you. That's why people crave going on holiday. They crave the weekend so they can finally relax and be themselves for once in their lives, because they're playing some other character in the daytime. And we are not out here to do that. We're out here to live that passive lifestyle where you literally just live in your purpose. You play, you go on adventures, you go traveling, you buy whatever you want to buy, but you're being you authentically that entire time. And that's what causes you to live in pure ultimate bliss and feminine freedom and play and adventure, because you're being you. So naturally you magnetize people that want to pay you for what you have. So what is it that you guys have that people would pay for? Okay, so I'm here to tell you that everyone has something that other people would pay for. I could literally go out there and charge and go out there and make videos on how I healed my ADHD, how I healed my nervous system, all of those things. I'm good at doing that, and I've done that before, but it doesn't mean I want to do that, and it doesn't mean that that is my passion. That is something that I would 100% enjoy. Like, I love the psychology behind manifestation. I love the whole manifestation rubber band thing. I've got a masterclass on that, on how to regulate your nervous system to manifest more, but it doesn't mean I would create my whole entire career around that, right? I have that training in case people want it. Doesn't mean I'm going to create my whole life around that. That wouldn't be fulfilling to me. So the first thing I'm going to say here is that the thing is not going to be just one thing. It's going to be one thing under a broad umbrella of you as a whole. Because this is the beauty of the planet, right? There's 8 billion people here, which means that the thing that you are, like, you are you. There's no singular 8 billion people in this planet that is like you. So you are under this big umbrella of like 5 things, of 5 passions, 5 interests. your characteristics, that's what makes you you. So no matter what you teach, even if you are an English tutor, the way you do it, the way you teach, the things you offer, the love and care that you offer to students, the way you interact with students is going to be some sort of thing under your umbrella of you, the way that you do it, your values, the things that you can offer the world. So it's like you've got teaching as your umbrella, but under that teaching umbrella, you offer your unique things. And this is what this video is to help you discover, essentially. So yes, you could do one singular thing, but that is going to be like loads of parts of you, rather than just when you go and work in a school you have to do it their way, and then you're just being a teacher and you're not fulfilling your soul's purpose. See what I'm saying here? So first of all, then there's going to be 3 things that I'm going to get you to think about, and these 3 things are going to help you discover what that is that you need to do, what that is you can speak about in order to get paid to be you and play in that purpose that you have. So this is that self-discovery training. So the first thing is the things that you are good at. What do people come to you for help with? Are you that person that someone's like, hey, I've got some video problems, I've got some technology problems, can you help me with it? Are you that person that people come to you and they're like, hey, I need to do a recipe, like how do you do it like this? Right, these are very broad things, but you can think of it very specifically. If you need to learn to swim or ice skate or dance in a certain area of dance, like cheerleading, for example, like what is it that people are like, hey, you know about this area, what is it that you think I should do? Like, what do people come to you for advice on? So for example, I always used to get told when I was growing up that I was really wise and I was like beyond my years and that I was really like a deep person and I had that wisdom. And I've even before I was even in a relationship, I was giving people relationship advice. Even like in school, I was teaching people about happiness, a positive mindset, and like going after what it is that you love. Like that whole success psychology thing was already there. The whole dream life creation thing was already there. I already had my life planned out by when I was 18 and I didn't follow any of those things. But the point is that I was very directionally like wise and smart, like emotionally intelligent, essentially. And so that's always been present inside of me. So what do people come to you for advice on? Like, what is your wisdom that people come to you for? Like, what type of knowledge? Like, you know about maybe it's like designing stuff or painting, right? Or like interior design in a house, like, hey, can you do the colors for my house? It could be something so random, but like, what do they come to you for? What things is resonating with you? For example, my nan, she's so good at sewing that she literally created her own wedding dress. So now when everyone needs something fixing up or their trousers shortening or their wedding dress shortening, they will come to her. When I was doing fashion design in uni and I was designing clothing and creating clothing and doing embroidery, I went to my nan and said, hey, what do you think about broderie anglaise? And she was like, oh, you should do it like this and this would be really cool. And like, you know, that's what we talk about sometimes because that's where we have that common interest, right? What is it people come to you for? I've seen so many people, if you're into sewing, I've seen so many people that sell designs on Etsy. So again, passive princess lifestyle usually is obviously passive. So you don't want to have a physical product. So as much as it would be great to sell dresses like that you physically created yourself, if you're after the passive princess lifestyle and you want to travel and have fun and have it like in your sleep kind of thing, then that's probably not going to be the biggest thing to do. But you can still do the design aspect by creating a dress and then selling the design, like the cutout, so people can make that exact dress themselves. So you sell the PDF print of like the measurements essentially, so people can go out and buy that fabric and create that exact dress themselves. Like all they got to do is stitch the pieces together because you already designed it. That's what I've seen a lot of people doing. They also create templates. Like for example, if you're really good at video editing but you don't want to edit people's videos because that's like tying time to money, you can create video templates. There's things like CapCut out there to create video templates and then other people can use your templates. There's filters that travel influencers have created themselves, like specific filters for their Instagram feed, and they're selling those filters, those combinations that they've created inside things like Photoshop, and they're selling the filters on their travel Instagram page because other people love their style of pictures and their aesthetic, and they want that for themselves. So it's all about discovering what it is you really want, and then thinking, how can I make this like passive? How can I just like literally escape the whole time to money thing, right? Like, how can I make this passive? What is that for you? Comment down below if you already have a little bit of an idea on it. And again, it can be multiple things. Your values are multiple things. As I've spoke about so many times in the last few videos, my values are things like femininity, freedom, creativity, and adventure. So therefore, and self-development. So therefore, I've created a self-development channel structured around femininity, freedom, travel, and self-development. That's me. That's my personal brand. So you will have your personal brand. So my umbrella is like self-development. Your umbrella could be teaching. Your umbrella could be music or video creation. But your video creation is around travel. Your video creation is around creating the videos for people or creating the filters for people. But it's around video editing as a whole. Or you want to create a community. You love community and connection and teaching people. So you create a membership around your video editing, how to edit videos, how to create your filters for travel vloggers. See how I'm going here? It's like multiple things. People make the mistake of thinking it's like one thing, but really it's a personal brand here. You're getting paid to exist. It's a personal brand. And the truth is that I'm not a robot and I don't have one mode. I have like 10 million modes. So figuring out what those modes are for you. And that's the thing that's gonna essentially, you just being you and existing, that's the thing that's going to bring in the money. So then the second thing is things that you love. So what do you love? So simple questions here, but you will not believe the amount of people that have to genuinely sit on these type of questions. People used to ask me, what do I love? And I would literally sit there and be like, YouTube. I like watching YouTube on the night. I love a bit of Netflix. And they're like, no, but like, what do you actually love? Like, what's your hobbies? And I'm like, hobbies? Hobbies? But like, I was going home and watching self-development videos and courses and books and everything. So it was like my hobby was self-development in a work manifestation. But you don't know that until you really think about it. So what is it that you love? So for example, I'll give you some examples here. So you've got things like, you could say meditation. You could say things like yoga. Like, I just really love going yoga and I really love going Pilates. Oh my God, like I could be a yoga Pilates teacher, but I want the passive princess lifestyle. So I'm going to teach yoga and Pilates on YouTube with my own little studio, or create videos of you traveling around the world doing different yoga poses at the bottom of Mount Fuji, in the middle of Bali, like wherever, right? Then you teach people how to become yoga instructors and Pilates, like so many endless possibilities. Say for instance, you really love going in for walks in nature, you really love like winding down. Wait, winding down? I don't really know what that means, but meditating, we'll say relaxing. You really love self-development, maybe you really love human design or tarot cards or angel numbers, or again, editing videos, creating travel vlogs, writing fantasy books or articles or critiquing things. What do you love doing? Designing journals, designing notebooks, designing clothes, designing houses, designing cars, art. Like, people think that like art is like you can't do a career in it, but in truth, everything is art. Everything is creativity. Every single one of us is a creative being. It's just how you go about it. Like, when people think of art and someone's like, oh, I want to pursue art, they think of literally creating a picture with a paintbrush and selling it on the streets and being like, will anyone sell my painting? Like, that's such an outdated view of art. There's a million different things you could do with art. As I've said in all the previous examples, they're all to do with art, like video creation, designing filters, designing videos, designing clothes, and selling them passively as an online piece of work. That is all your art. You're just not selling it physically as a painting, right? There's other things other than just painting when it comes to art. So write down like 10 things that you really love. Like you really love, like maybe you do really love movies. Like I had a friend and she would watch a movie every single day in school, in secondary school. It was, don't get me wrong, it was probably her shadow self that wanted to watch movies every day because she had something to escape from. She didn't want to do the shadow work at the age of 15, you know. So she would always watch movies. And then she went on to studying media, and her dream was to work in media and movies. Ask yourself, what is it that I love? And is there something that I actually am really good at here? Is there something I'm really talented in this area? Like I've watched so many movies. My friend's whole bedroom wall was full of like the DVDs, like literally. So it's like no wonder she chose to go into media, because she loved movies so much. So it's not necessarily just like, you might think it's something random, like, oh, I just love TV programs, or like Coronation Street or Netflix, but there's something there. There's a reason why you love it. And obviously you can do the shadow work to be like, is this me, or is it an escape route for my shadow? And then get truth on whether it's aligned or not. But likelihood is, if you like it, it's probably a part of you and it's probably aligned. So thinking of those things. Also, you guys, you can have physical product-based businesses. So I'm going to just go on a little side tangent here, because I've had physical product-based businesses. And the reason how, you know, I'm going to open my kombucha, because I literally had it in the beginning of this video and now I can feel my mouth going dry. So I had a physical product-based business, and the top value that I had was freedom, and I wanted passive income. So I went through the lazy route of like, okay, how can I make this the least effort as possible? So you could still have a product-based business, but basically what I did is I put it in fulfillment. I used Amazon fulfillment, but also TikTok fulfillment. They do that in the US now as well. We had it in the UK, TikTok fulfillment, in 2021, but it's in the US now as well, and they have a really good fulfillment system that's like a fourth of the price of Amazon. So if you've got a small business already and you want to make it a bit more passive, then fulfillment centers like TikTok fulfillment, they charge like 70p per product to fulfill it, to literally pack it for you and everything. And I know that because obviously I had a product-based business. So putting fulfillment is an option. Shopify also do their own fulfillment service, but they'll charge you like $3.50 for fulfillment. So you can still make it passive. So for example, like, I would really love to create manifestation journals and notebooks one day. I love the design aspect, but I don't want a product-based business, like physical product-based business. When I say product-based, I mean physical product-based. And but one of the things that Amazon do is Amazon KDP, which is where they literally do Kindle publishing. It's called KDP, Kindle Direct Publishing. So you upload your book design to Amazon, and then when someone buys it, they print it for you and send it to the customer. So you can sell worldwide then, and they cover all of that intricate things. They do it all for you, and you'll just get like a third of the price. Sorry, 2/3 probably. If they'll probably take like a third, because they're doing it all for you and shipping it and stuff. So it includes Amazon shipping. But so you can still have product-based businesses as just fulfillment services like Amazon and TikTok and Shopify and all the little other fulfillment centers. So it is still possible. I just wanted to make that clear, because I know a lot of you guys really just want to create physical, tangible products that you can have in front of you. So that's still possible. So third thing then that we have here is, what are your characteristics? This is where we're going to be thinking about you as a person, your personality, because your personality is going to be the thing that people are going to be magnetized to you. That is your magnet, the thing that makes you you, right? This is how you're going to get paid to be you. You can't be paid to be you if you're not being you. You're not going to be fulfilled if you're being paid to be someone else. We want both of them. We want to be paid to be us, and we want to be fulfilled for being paid. In a job, we're being paid to be someone else, so therefore we're not fulfilled because we're not being us. So you need to learn the self-discovery. Again, this is all taught in the Paid to Exist. So if you want to be able to know exactly who you are, what your values are, what your unique purpose is, what you could literally go online and start talking about, and people will literally magnetize to you so much because you're living in your authenticity, and they will send you a DM and be like, I want a bit of that, how much are you going to charge? That is what exactly we talk in Paid to Exist in the Lightwork section if you want to become that person. So characteristics about you. Who are you? That's another question people don't ask themselves enough. So here's a good way to say if you don't really know who you are, right? What do people say you are? Think of all the negative. Think of all the positives. In fact, if something comes up that is actually a little bit of a bite, it hurts you a little bit, like it's a little bit triggering because someone's called you stubborn or stuck up before or arrogant, that's good that it's come up, because the fact that you're feeling something and being triggered by it shows that it's a shadow that's still coming up in your life. And you can go journal about it after this video and be happy that that's shown up to you, because now you know you need to overcome that. Because the likelihood is if someone said you're arrogant before, then that's a good thing, because they're just triggered by the fact that you're really confident and they're not. So they're triggered because you're revealing something in them that they have neglected or that they wish to express, essentially. So all of the things people have said that you are, what are they? I used to get told I was really loud. I used to get told I was really goofy. I was too talkative. All of those things I now get paid to do. I literally created my last business by being silly and goofy and loud. I literally created this business and get paid to be talkative, to be deep, to be confident, to be silly and goofy. All of those things I get paid to do now. And these are often the shadows that we've repressed because we've seen them as bad, because they're things that people are excluding us from the social group for. But this is our magnet. This is our magnetism. So we can't be hiding those things anymore, which is what shadow work does. And again, the whole shadow work part of Paid to Exist teaches you how to uncover those parts of you that you've hidden. So then you can be confidently and authentically you without pressing yourself down, without your shadows coming up and then you immediately push them back down, and then you wondered why you're empty, why you feel lonely, why you feel unfulfilled, but you're choosing to still push down those shadows. So obviously you need to do the shadow work before you can start doing the light work and lifting yourself up and being all happy and rainbows. So that's in Paid to Exist as well. So are you funny? Are you talkative? Are you really likable? Have people said to you, you're really passionate, like, about this subject? You're really knowledgeable about this subject. Have you ever thought about teaching this? Oh, you're really deep. You're really good at human design, or you're really spiritual. You know, you're really good at physical exercise, or like, oh, you eat really healthily. Like, you're really good at like health and nutrition. Like, how did you heal yourself? How did you lose weight? How did you get in shape? How did you get abs? Like, how did you do this? How did you get flexible? How did you learn to do the splits? Sorry, that's part of the other section, but I went off on a tangent there. Those are things that you're good at, which is number one. So characteristics about you, like, are you funny? Are you talkative? Passionate, deep, confident, silly, goofy? What have people said that you are? And what are the things? And then also, just as a little side note, get a little bit honest about yourself and ask yourself, as a bit of shadow work here, what of these characteristics have you repressed? Because I repressed being silly and goofy in high school. Sorry, this is like really carbonated. Have you repressed being silly and goofy in high school because you wanted to be accepted and you didn't want people to be mean to you or say things to you? But you know deep down that you are that person. Like, the second you get home, and the second I took off my school uniform, I was sat messing around with my brothers, fighting with them, being silly, like all the things. So it's like, what do you get home from work or your business, like whatever you're doing right now, what do you get home and immediately just let loose and be like, woo, we take off that mask now, time for me to come out, time to have fun. And then you go and do the things that you love. What are those characteristics about you that people have said that you are? If it's arrogance, then that's just great. You're really confident, awesome. I don't think there's such thing as arrogance. I think there's such thing as rudeness, and there's such thing as confidence. But there's no such thing as confidence. Being arrogant, oh my god, what am I trying to say? There's no such thing as being confident and therefore being rude. Like, people are pairing the two together. They're pairing rudeness and confidence together and calling it arrogance. But really, all as there is rudeness or confidence. You can't be overly confident. If you're overly confident and you're genuinely disrespecting people, you're not overly confident, you're rude at that point. So it's like there's no, arrogance really just isn't, people are thinking that arrogance is just confidence, but it's a mixture of confidence and rudeness. So it's like, are you rude or are you just confident, you know? And I'm pretty sure you would know if you're rude or not. And I'd hope that a lot of people had basic manners. So really all it is you're just confident, and people are trying to shame the confidence because they're not confident and they're seeing it as a trigger in you. They're triggered that you're confident and you have this self-worth about yourself. So yeah, I really don't believe that there's such thing as arrogance from confidence. Like, it's either confidence or rudeness, essentially. So if someone's saying that you're arrogant, good, just means you're confident, unless you genuinely are rude. But, you know, you can do the shadow work around that and realise, are you silly and goofy? Or, again, are you just genuinely disrespecting people around you and being really loud and not respecting their boundaries? Something that I think there's shadow aspects of all of these characteristics. So, for instance, for me, I did used to be loud a lot of the time, but then sometimes as a kid I'd be too loud to the point where I would be kind of disrespecting people almost because I'd just be annoying. So it's like this whole inner work journey is all about not pushing down the shadow, the whole characteristics itself, but uncovering the positive parts of that and working on the negative parts of that. So for example, if someone did say you were arrogant and they did mean that you were rude as well as confident, then you can do the shadow work around that and say, okay, so I'm confident but I'm also rude, so therefore I'm going to keep the confidence aspect and do the shadow work around the rudeness. So now you have the enlightened characteristic. You're not pushing down the confidence as a whole and acting shy now. You're doing the healthy work, getting rid of the shadows and keeping all of the positive characteristics, the you part, instead of repressing all of the things to the point where you're just this bland vanilla ice cream, this clean slate. And that's a lot of people are like that, bland vanilla ice cream, the clean slate. Like, who even are you? Like, you're not magnetized to them, they just exist. And it's because they've repressed down all of these characteristics without doing the inner work. They haven't even realized they've done it, essentially. Like, it's really sad. So what are those characteristics about you? Write down those characteristics. What have people said that you are? What do you know you are? What have you been told off for in the past? Do that shadow work. Is this a good thing or a bad thing? Or is it just the fact that there's good parts of it and bad parts of it? In which case, let's alchemize it and get rid of the bad bits and use the good bits to my advantage. Then number 2 is the things that you love. So anything you love, even if it's mowing your grass and picking your weeds, going for a walk, reading books, like anything that you love, write it down. Write down like 10 things that you just really love for no reason. Maybe you do really love going on holiday. I love beaches because I love the sun. I love the heat. I love going on holiday and being in the heat, being in the sun. So therefore that's why I love traveling as well, because I can travel, be free, experience beaches, experience holiday vibes. I can create videos, I can create travel vlogs. I can wear the pretty beach dresses and live my passive princess lifestyle. You see how all of you fits into each one of these things. All of me fits into what I do right now. That is my personal brand. That is what will make you uniquely you and what will create your personal brand. So then you just want to essentially have a look at all of these things. So the things you're good at, the things that you love, and the characteristics about you, and think of the common denominators. Like, what's common here? So for example, for me, if I look at number 1 and say the things that I'm good at, and I'm like, okay, people come to me for like generic advice, life advice. I never spoke about manifestation before this YouTube channel, so no one even, I don't think a single person in my life knew what manifestation was before I did, so I couldn't know about that one. But I did know that people used to say that I was wise and knowledgeable and very deep and emotionally intelligent. So those were the things that I was good at. Also, I was really good at self-development and finance because I'd done so much business work. So I would literally get calls from my uncle on how to invest my money in stocks. I would get calls from my stepdad asking me how to create an LTD company and what do I do with my accounts. Can I have your accountant's details? I've helped my brother's partner do his taxes. Literally all of these things are what do people come to you for? So those are the things that I could say I'm good at. Business, finance, self-development, right? Wisdom, knowledge. Things that I love at. I love traveling. I love creating things. I love creating videos. I've always created videos. I created Minecraft videos when I was like 11. I created Primark hauls when I was 18. I created finance and business videos literally 3 years ago, 4 years ago, and here I am today creating more videos. I've always done that. I love creating videos. I love designing things like clothes and fashion design. I love those things. I also really think that my characteristics about me are the fact that I'm a very deep person. I'm also very silly, goofy. I'm also very talkative. So therefore, all of those things paired together creates my values. They create me as a whole. They create this whole freedom lifestyle, this whole creative lifestyle, and this whole self-development lifestyle. So therefore, I create videos and knowledge and courses and stuff around self-development, freedom. My creativity is me giving you these videos, is me creating these programs to help people, is me helping people. That's me expressing my love and my femininity through helping people and giving you all of the free information and the trainings, as well as the paid trainings for people that want to really embody the next level self and they want the how-to instructions. So that's me giving me. And then the way that I show up and sell that life that I have is through my characteristics. So through being the silly side, the deep side, the talkative side, the girly side, that's how I then show up and give the information. So that should give you then a really good idea about who you are and what it is you were destined to do, what it is your soul's purpose is. And again, it's not something that's straightforward. I could literally say, oh, because I like really pretty princess dresses, that just means I'm destined to be a fashion designer. That's one part of me. I will go and design, I want to get a sewing machine again, actually, but it doesn't mean I'm going to create a career out of that, because that is one part of me. So this exercise is going to help you come up with all of the things that are part of you, like the things that you can put under that umbrella. The main thing for me, like my biggest umbrella is like freedom. So every part of me, everything that I do is for freedom. Freedom and love, like expressing the femininity of love. Freedom and love. And then you imagine like a little baby umbrella underneath. And I really love self-development. That's like my second one. So it'll be like freedom. Everything I do is for freedom. That's the top value I have. Then the second one is like self-development. So I do self-development as like a passion, but it's always freedom. Like I couldn't ever do physical in-person teaching things, like you know how people are teachers and speakers every week and they have different events going on throughout the week, or like a lecturer at a uni. I couldn't do that because it doesn't align with the first umbrella, which is freedom. So I love self-development, but it has to come under the freedom umbrella. And then under self-development, I have creativity. So I have to be creative as well. So when it comes to self-development, I couldn't just be like a lecturer and be like, this is the PowerPoint, XYZ, this is the mind. Like that's not me being creative. So in order for me to fulfill this passion of creativity, of giving, of love, right, I have to do the creativity part. And then I have to do the self-development part, and then I have to do the freedom part. So none of the things could be done unless they're aligned with the freedom part. So this is what it is for you, is you'll have this big umbrella of just like, it has to be freedom, it has to be creative, it has to be this thing, like this top thing. And then underneath it, you'll have all your little things that you just really love and have to do. Like they're part of your soul, like no one could stop you from doing them. But you'll find that you'll have like a hierarchy of it, where like this one has to go under this one and this one has to go under this one. So if that makes sense, hopefully it does. So yeah, go away and journal on this, do those, ask yourself the things that you're good at, the things you love, and then the characteristics about you. Have a little think, have a look at all of the, circle the things that are all resonating with you, they're all really common things. And there you will have your personal brand, there you will have the thing that you will, if you embody all of these things and you take action on the passions and you start living and embodying that energy of the person that actually gets paid to do those passions, gets paid to do the videos and do the video editing and create movies, like you start to pursue those things actively, that's when you're going to start feeling in alignment with your higher self. That's when you're going to feel so good about yourself. That is the pure bliss. You don't need anything else outside of you to make you feel that way. You create that feeling inside of you by just living in alignment with who you are from the literal inside of you. Like, as long as you start living as who you are, that's when the world will shift to your frequency. That's when the world will shift and your old job, your old business will fall away the second you start getting into tune with all of these things. You don't even need to get rid of them, really. They will just fall away. And the people that aren't doing these things that you love either will fall away. They just won't resonate with you anymore because you'll be out all the time doing this, that, and the other and creating this and doing all of this. So when you do meet together, you completely don't even vibe anymore. You've got different frequencies. They'll fall away. They'll start hanging out with you because you don't like feed into their negative frequency anymore. Like, you're like, I don't have time to gossip anymore. Like, I'm living in my passion and my purpose right now. Like, I don't have time to sit there and gossip anymore. Like, my old friend from school, like, I noticed the second I started doing my inner work, she always came to me with her problems. She always came to me with gossiping about 2 other people that she used to hang around with. And she would also be gossiping about her partner and what he's done to her. And I used to just be a good friend and be like, oh, that's such a shame. Like, oh my God, how did that happen? Not realizing I was feeding into that frequency because I was secretly a nosy person. I didn't like her suffering, but I was nosy and I was really interested in, like, oh, how did that happen? Like, oh my God, I can't believe your boyfriend actually did that to you. Like, oh my God. And I was so nosy. Like, I genuinely wanted to know. And the second I started to do my inner work, my frequency was so much above that nosiness of, ooh, what's going on, like, kind of thing, that when she did message me about those things, I would be talking about something else. I would reply about the thing up here in the conversation rather than the thing that she's just complained about. And then guess what, guys? She stopped messaging me because I just wasn't there for what she needed anymore. I didn't even have to say to her, yo, we don't vibe anymore, I'm better than you now. Like, I'm not all about that thing. Like, I don't think I'm better than anyone. It's just you genuinely, the space gets formed. Like, you're just different at that point. Like, someone else likes to be on the low frequency, you prefer to be on a higher frequency. That's where they choose to be, this is where you choose to be. That's fine, everyone can live in accordance, but the people will genuinely fall away. But obviously you have to know who you actually are and start pursuing those things in order for those things and for you to make room for those things. And then more things that are more aligned with you will therefore come into your life because that's your base operating frequency now. Now you're living in the pure bliss of passion, of freedom, of excitement, of getting paid to just do all of the things that you love. Not just one part of you, not just one thing that you love to do, but all of it, like your whole self. That big umbrella, you're just paid to be you because you are so unique. Like, there's 8 billion people on the planet, but every one of them will have like 10 characteristics that makes them them. So now tell me, what's the chances of 8 billion people in the world having the exact same 10 characteristics as you and looking like you and speaking like you? There is 0. And the truth is, there's a reason why you guys watch me. Have you seen anyone like me talking about the things that I like, dressing and looking like the way that I look? You haven't. If I saw your faces right now, I would say to you, I have never seen someone that looks like you, speaks like you, and has the same values as you watching this video. So therefore, someone, just as you need my advice, my way of teaching, as I am now, someone needs that from you. Someone needs the way that you are teaching, the things that you are embodying, the things that you have to offer. Someone needs that, the way that you watch my videos and think, oh, I love the exact way she does things. It's because I don't do it the same as everyone else. And the things that you do will not be the same as anyone else on this planet either. So I might be teaching the exact same thing as someone else on the planet. Manifestation, inner work, plenty of people teach those things, but I teach it in my way. The difference that I teach, if you want to be a photographer, there'll be no one on the planet that creates videos, pictures, communicates with people the way that you teach people, the way that you say things. No one will be able to do that the way that you do that. So instead of hiring that photographer, they hire you instead because they resonate with you. You see what I'm saying here? There is truly nobody else like you. So when you realise that, you will gain a lot of confidence already. And that's the light work. That's the bliss of light work here, is realising that you are you. People will come to you for your unique umbrella of yourself, your values, your passions. And no one can pretend to be someone else, because then you're not lit up. Then your energy isn't being radiated from you. You cannot pretend to be something else. People will feel your energy and they will go to someone that's living in true authenticity and in alignment with who they are. There's nothing worse than going to a hairdresser and they're complaining and gossiping with the workers. I will just go to the hairdresser that I can clearly see she loves doing her job and I can feel comfortable and relaxed in her presence. Because there's no one else that cuts hair the way that she cuts hair, because it's her that's cutting the hair. You see what I'm saying here? So yeah, if you've just joined the live, rewatch the video, see all the tactics and the things that you can go off and do to actually get in tune with who you are and who you can get paid to be, who you're gonna get paid to do, like what you're gonna get paid to do and how you're gonna get paid to do it. This has been a way longer video than I was aiming on doing it, but I had a lot to say, so I hope it's been really, really helpful. And again, if you want the full training on getting into tune with the light work, that's all inside Paid to Exist. And if you want to get in tune with the rubber band to expand your mindset, to create the dream life, to be able to be regulated enough to have the room to create the dream life, then I highly recommend the Manifestation Rubber Band Masterclass. It's literally £30. It's an hour and a half's training of how to expand your rubber band, your consciousness, to be able to hold the next level. So it's like if you see your vision board, like I've got every single day, and you're like, oh my god, now I'm panicking randomly about the fact that, oh, can I really achieve this? Am I really that deserving of it? Can it really happen? Like, oh, I'm a bit worried. Like, how? That's you wavering and being triggered. Your rubber band is stretching in that moment. And so if you do the in the moment shifts, you will expand that rubber band in that moment. If you don't do the in the moment shifts and you push down that and you go and distract yourself by watching a movie, then your rubber band doesn't get stretched and it'll go straight back down to here. And now you haven't done the inner work to expand your consciousness to have the room for the manifestation, because you didn't do the shifts, you didn't expand your consciousness, you didn't stretch your rubber band. So that's what the masterclass is about. There's so many little steps in there. So if you want to be someone that knows exactly what to do to expand at every level, like I'm actually expanding at every level now. The shadows come up, I'm going to work on it. Great, now I can hold more. Now more will come in because my frequency is higher. Now more will come in because I have regulated myself in this state. So now I'm not afraid of having this manifestation anymore. It doesn't dysregulate me anymore. Then you manifest something else and you get a little bit dysregulated because you're like, oh, this doesn't align with my self-concept and my identity. So you do the in the moment shifts from the Manifestation Rubber Band Masterclass and you regulate yourself in that moment to now be regulated and relaxed. And you've taught your body then that it's safe to have that. It's safe to do the up level. It's safe to have people perceive you. Then your rubber band is stretched more. So this is how people manifest. They stretch the rubber band to be able to hold more. So that's all in the Rubber Band masterclass, and I don't think I've ever actually spoken really about it. I just created it and was like, yo, here's the training. But yeah, it's literally £30 or like $35. I don't know what the conversion is. So that's also really useful if you're expanding into the paid to exist lifestyle, because at the end of the day you have to be regulated. Think that you can do it and have the capacity to hold that new life where you get paid to exist. So the rubber band masterclass is really good for paid to exist as well. So yeah, I'm gonna go now because I've been on here for 45 minutes now. I hope you all have a lovely, lovely day, and I'll see you in day 17 tomorrow for another manifestation inner work training. Have a good day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.